Well, hi Geminis! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. So here we go. For Geminis, what can Geminis expect? The universe coming up in their lives? What do they need to know? Any advice would be appreciated for our Geminis. Please, universe. That's stuck, so that goes down. Okay. We have plenty of cards for the first part of your reading, Geminis. And the extras will go towards the second part of your reading. Put them out in order, the way they came out. And here are the two cards left for the second part of your reading. So the overall energy of your reading, the Five of Wands. I think you've been struggling mentally with something here. It's like a confusion, anxiety, stress. This actually can be about bickering with somebody, kind of like sparring with someone about something, not seeing eye to eye. Let's find out why this card surrounds your whole reading. Up here in your highest energy, the Nine of Pentacles. I love that because the Nine of Pentacles means that you are stable, secure, self-confident in just being you. So you're a very stable, self-confident single person. Or you are that way when you are single, okay? But I feel like that's your energy. I think that you're struggling with some ideas about moving forward with someone else, like letting someone else into your life, because you are very happy just the way you are. But then I have the Five of Wands. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. So let's just read on, see what the cards have to say here. I have the Six of Swords next to the Nine of Pentacles. So the Six of Swords is, it's like you're gathering up these swords of truth and clarity, and you're kind of moving away from something rocky. Maybe you are lonely. Maybe there is something just missing out of your life, and you're working towards a smoother and calmer place, because I think you've really been struggling with this whole idea of letting someone into your life. But the Six of Swords is that you are moving across that lake towards a much more peaceful place with lots of truth and lots of clarity. So the more swords you pick up, the further you can get across that lake. It's taking a little work, and it's a little bit of a slow ride, but you're getting there. Now, you're heading right towards this Two of Cups. This is a soulmate card. This is friends with love. This can be friends with benefits, but it could be just two people who have love for each other and are like best friends, the Two of Cups, seeing eye to eye about things, sharing that cup of love. So let me keep reading. Oh, you know what? I think this might be a romantic partner. You might be getting close to a friend. Because I'm looking at some other cards here. So I'm thinking that there's somebody you have a strong connection with that might be a friend right now. And I think that's what you're struggling with, is should you take this further? Ooh. I have the Six of Wands under the Nine of Pentacles and next to the Five of Wands. Now, all these wands coming up in the background, these are people who are celebrating your success in love. It's like people see you as a couple. People see you, that wreath there, that could signify engagement or some kind of commitment. I feel like this is a friend. And everybody knows you're friends. And there might even be people who say, why don't you guys get together, And you're struggling with this idea, like, you don't want to lose a friendship, you know, you don't want to take that chance. That's what I feel like in this reading. But you are struggling, like I say, with whether or not to move forward with this friend to a more powerful relationship or not. I have the Three of Wands, and that is next to the Five of Wands and under the Two of Cups. So this is holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And I think you are wondering, are they your ship? Because there's three ships out there. They're real little. Let me hold that card up. 1, 2, and 3. And I think you're wondering whether or not they are your ship. You're starting to really take a deeper look into this friendship that you have. So let's keep reading. So under the Six of Wands is the World. I feel like people are saying, take the plunge, you know, go with it. You love each other, you're best friends, why not? And so the World is like entering a new life cycle. So I feel like this new life cycle is presenting itself to you in your mind, and you're really trying to figure out if this is the right thing for you to do or not. I have the Tower card, which is next to the World and under this confusion. And I feel like you're struggling with the idea of blowing up this whole idea of becoming, you know, more than friends. Because you don't want to lose them as a friend. You don't want to take any chances. The Tower. So you're like, and you don't want the Tower moment. This is like something that's holding you back. This is what you're struggling over in your mind. God, what if we don't make it? What if we break up? Then they won't even be my friend anymore, maybe, you know? It's one of those deals. I have Temperance right next to the Tower card and right under the Three of Wands. This Temperance, this is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They are all around you, and they're mixing this potion back and forth. And you got one foot in the waters of emotion and one on the ground, you know, like that Five of Wands. And you're not quite sure what to do. So Temperance's job here is to get you tempered. It's to bring that foot out of the waters of emotion, put it on the ground with the other one so you can think clearly, so you can make decisive and informed decisions in moving forward. Also, Temperance's job is to help get you balanced and to help bring patience to you. So it's not like you have to make up your mind right this second, and I think that's what they're trying to say. You can prepare yourself, you can move at your own pace if you want to move forward, or you can wait and see how you feel a week from now, who knows? But Temperance is doing their job. They're really trying to help you stay balanced. They want you grounded because this is a tough decision that you're faced with. And I think it's whether or not to move forward with this best friend and soulmate towards a romantic relationship. And I think your friends and other people want you to. All right, so let's take out the second part of this reading for Geminis. Universe, what else do they need to know? For Geminis, any advice would be great. What else do they need to know? Oh, that's a lot of cards. These three, they just kind of fell out of the center, so I'm putting them back in. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if we quite have the cards or not. We might. We do. We actually even have one extra card, and it ends with a Cup of Love. A huge Cup of Love. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Geminis, the Emperor is up here, right next to the Two of Cups. And the Emperor, this is like... this is your energy, okay? Aries might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But the Emperor is like holding true to yourself. I mean, you know what you want. You're the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So you do know what you want out of a partner. You know what you want out of life. You are holding out for it. And you are very much in your head about making the wrong decision here. because the Emperor has to be composed at all times, okay? So the Emperor has a stubborn streak. It can be good. It can hold you back too. So you're very well liked and respected by others, and you might be a leader in your profession, whatever that might be. And that's right next to that Two of Cups. So I feel like, you know, you're trying to be strong. You're trying to make the right decision here. I have the Ace of Swords next to the Emperor. And the Ace of Swords is about conversation that is full of truth and clarity. So I think this is advice. I think the cards are saying have a conversation with this soulmate. See where they're at. See how they feel. And talk things through. Be honest and clear in how you're feeling. You know, the Ace of Swords is right next to the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about spending time alone. You're really seeking guidance from the universe. You really need to know a clear path. You need to know the truth about, you know, how exactly they feel. You need to know the truth about how you feel. Very spiritual healing card. So all this truth that looks like it's advice for you with your soulmate here, with that Two of Cups, your friend, it looks like it's going to help you to heal and come to a decision. It's going to help you see a clear path forward. So under the Emperor here, I have the Magician. The Magician is right next to the Three of Wands. There you are wondering, is this your ship? You know, that's right in front of you. Well, the Magician, there's the infinity symbol. That's a symbol of intuition and knowing. So your intuitions are running high. Trust yourself. Trust what yourself is telling you. You have all the tools it takes to make this relationship work. You have the Cup of Love, a Pentacle for security and stability. You have a Wand of fresh starts and new beginnings. You also have Swords of truth and clarity. And you're going to be gathering more swords, according to this reading. So you can manifest, or actually, you might be manifesting just what you want out of a partner moving forth in life. So I have the Judgment card next to the Magician and under the Ace of Swords. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. Again, they're blowing a horn down on you. There is a spiritual lesson to be taken from all this. That's why it's called the Judgment card. And you're awakening to it too, whatever it might be. It might be how to let go a little bit. It might be how to trust the people who are closest to you. You might have a little bit of problem with trust or something, but you're getting it. Whatever it is, you are getting it and you're awakening to it. And the universe always rewards you when you learn a spiritual lesson. So they may be your reward too. The Judgment card now, through all this truth and clarity, this is going to help you learn your spiritual lesson. You're manifesting everything here. I have the Star. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. This is a very deep healing card, and it is right under the Four of Swords, which is also a healing card in the tarot deck. Now, the Four of Swords is more about truth and clarity and trying to figure out your way, your path forward, and what the honest to God truth is about everything. The Star is about healing, and it's about healing right down to your bare bones, right down to the essence of who you are. Now, the essence of who you are is right here, the Nine of Pentacles. And the Emperor. You're Gemini, remember? Okay. So you can have both these energies as part of you being you. You're like healing right down to the bare essence of who you are, right down to the bare bones. Very deep spiritual healing card. It's part of your spiritual lesson. I think maybe you've been in a relationship before. You may be newly single again. There's something from your past that you have been healing over. This friend might have been a part of your healing too. So under the Magician, I have the Five of Swords next to Temperance. There, excuse me, there you are, picking up all those swords of truth and clarity through that conversation. And you're looking back. I think this is, what you're becoming balanced over. I think there is somebody in your past. I think you've let somebody go, not too far in the past, and you're still collecting your swords of the truth and clarity about that relationship. At the same time, while you are healing and you are learning and you are becoming you again, and you have this best friend, soulmate, that you're really up in your head about. You're like, oh my gosh. So, Temperance is saying that be patient, don't jump into anything, get grounded so you can make the right decisions and moving forward. Right next to this Five of Swords is the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles is right below the Judgment card. So I feel like you have waited a long time for the right person to come along. And you've waited, and you've had other relationships that didn't pan out. They just, maybe came to a bud but never blossomed. And it got tediously like, do you want to try this again? I think that's what you're up in your head about. Seriously. I have the Justice card right next to the Seven of Pentacles, and right under that deep healing card of the Star. So this is all about self-justice. This is a card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is you with your sword up, so you're in self-protection. You have your scales are getting balanced. You are getting balanced. Thank you, Temperance, because that's what they're supposed to do. And you're going to move forward like the Emperor with your sword up, on guard, trying to make darn sure you make the right decisions and moving forward. It's self-justice is what it is, because you have been through something. But looky here, right next to the Justice card, you're going to be made this is a huge cup of love. I think you really do have strong feelings for this friend that I'm talking about, and I think they do for you too. And I think this is something that is going to be worked out. I think you're going to discover the love the more you have these conversations about your relationship with this soulmate right here. Wow. Okay, so let's take out an angel card. It may or may not have anything to do with this reading, Geminis, but whatever it is, it's a message from your guardian angels and spirit guides that they want you to think about, or maybe is advice, or you can use, or there's various reasons that they would want to send you this message. So let's take out the shuffle one more time. Okay, so we're going to cut these. And I'm going to take the bottom card right there. There's your card. For Geminis, it's the four of thought. And I'm going to hold it there. You can freeze it. You can pause it so you can read it anytime you want. But I'm going to read it to you. The Four of Thought. Spend time in nature listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice, because overanalyzing the situation, Five of Wands, it won't provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or a small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. So that's what it's saying. It's saying you are struggling with your thoughts. It's a Four of Thought. And maybe you should just get out into nature or do something like that. Take a walk, near a river or something, somewheres where you can have some peace and quiet, and you can deal with your own thoughts about all this. Meditation can be very helpful. And it is about you being up in your head here. So, wow, Geminis, you really need to give this relationship some consideration and get to the truth. Don't be afraid. Speak about it, because I know you don't want to lose him as a friend, and I think that's what's holding you back from going any further. But then again, what better than to have a a soulmate, someone that you can exchange love with, that is also a best friend. So, yeah, I don't blame you for being up in your head about this one, but a decision is going to have to be made. And so, conversation, meditating, is really going to help the situation. So, Geminis, thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.